Kingsport is in northeast Tennessee in the heart of the Tri-Cities region, which includes Kingsport, Bristol, and Johnson City. The area surrounding Kingsport was first settled in 1771 and first chartered in 1822. Originally known as Kingsport after an area on the Holston River known as the King's Boatyard, the town served as the first stop for settlers migrating west. It was a gathering place for pioneers and was frequented by frontiersmen David Crockett and Daniel Boone. The completion of the Clinchfield Railroad in 1915 and access to the river made Kingsport an ideal location for industry and commerce. Kingsport was rechartered in 1917 and is the first Tennessee municipality established with a council-manager form of government with a board of mayor and aldermen. The city of Kingsport is located within Sullivan and Hawkins counties. Kingsport was nicknamed the Model City after city planner John Nolan designed areas for industry along the water, a commercial district, and residences and the historic church circle up on high ground. Two nationally well-known businesses include Eastman Chemical Company and Powell Sudden Service. Powell Sudden Service is a highlight and award-winning gem of the Tri-Cities area with 7 Kingsport locations. They are not to be missed. Beautiful Kingsport is home to numerous parks that highlight its location, including Warriors Path State Park and Bays Mountain Park. In addition, Meadowview Golf Course and the Ridgefields Country Club provide facilities for local golfers as well as visitors. Kingsport has a council-manager form of government with a board of mayor and aldermen elected at large. Elections for the mayor, aldermen, and board of education are held in May during odd-numbered years. To contact the board of mayor and aldermen, please call 423-299-9412 or find their information online at www.kingsporttn.gov. The 7-member board of mayor and aldermen are elected on a nonpartisan basis for 4-year staggered terms. The exception to this rule is that the mayor is elected at large for a 2-year term. The new board of mayor and aldermen are seated on July 1st of each election year. Kingsport's population has been steadily increasing since 2008. The city's goal was to reach a population of at least 50,000 citizens. In 2012, the city met this goal and now boasts a 2015 population of 53,028. Kingsport's unemployment rate peaked in 2009 during the economic recession and is steadily declining amidst an economic recovery. In 2015, Kingsport's unemployment rate of 6.3% was slightly above the state average of 6% and the federal average of 5.3%. Kingsport's average income per person has risen since 2009 as a result of the city's efforts to bring more high-paying jobs in the industrial, manufacturing, and medical sectors. The 2015 average per capita income was $35,912.
The financial condition of Kingsport improved during fiscal 15 over that of fiscal year 14. The city received an unmodified opinion on the annual audit of its financial statements. It maintained an exceptional AA credit rating with Moody's as well as Standard & Poor's and achieved a balanced budget with a net positive change of approximately $4 million. Revenues grew by 6.2%, whereas expenditures only rose by 0.5%. The gross debt rate did increase by 3%, but remains in compliance with the city's debt management policy. Economic conditions for Kingsport were also favorable. Unemployment fell by 0.6% during fiscal year 15. Compared to the benchmark set before the recession, Kingsport is up a net 1,500 jobs for the year. The city saw strong sales tax growth with a 5.8% increase. Kingsport issued 1,190 residential permits and 177 commercial building permits, indicating high investor confidence in Kingsport's economic outlook. Eastman's project inspires constructing a corporate business center and 3 additional buildings, which is expected to add 300 direct new employees, 1,000 contractors, and temporarily employ several hundred construction jobs. Canadian-based Pure Foods is moving its U.S. headquarters to Kingsport, creating an additional 273 jobs.
The following pie chart displays the revenue sources for governmental activities for fiscal year 2015. Governmental activities are those day-by-day operations of general government, public safety, public works, highway transportation and planning, economics and physical development, culture and recreation, interest on long-term debt, and most importantly, our outstanding education system. For fiscal year 2015, property and sales tax made up 61% of revenue for governmental activities. Operating grants and contributions amounted to 26% of revenue. Other revenue sources include capital grants and contributions, charges for services, and other taxes and intergovernmental revenue. The 4 departments featured in this pie chart receive the most funding from Kingsport's expenditures. They are the Kingsport Police Department, the Fire Department, Education, and Public Works. The Police Department receives the most funding, with more than half of its budget spent on patrols that protect and serve our citizens and keep our city safe. The City of Kingsport has a debt management policy that provides guidelines for the city to manage its debt and related annual costs within both current and projected available resources, while promoting understanding and transparency. The goal of the debt management policy is to improve the quality of management and legislative decisions and to provide justification for the structure of debt issuances, consistent with the debt policy's goals while demonstrating a commitment to long-term planning. When exploring the city's finances, you will come across the term debt service. Debt service is the term used to describe the allocation of operating funds for the retirement of debt, that is, principal and interest, and it is the first item in the budget for which resources are budgeted. Understanding and planning for the impacts of debt service on the various operating budgets is critical. As debt retires, new debt is incurred, so debt service payments do not increase year by year. For more information on Kingsport's debt management policy, please visit Kingsport's Finance Department webpage at www.kingsporttn.gov. The City of Kingsport has a 5-year capital improvement plan. It is a funding plan that addresses the needs of capital infrastructure. Debt service roll-off, as previously mentioned, will fund new projects each year as the plan is reviewed annually. The following are the top projects that are currently in the works. The Kingsport Raw Water Project, to ensure a safe, reliable, and continuous supply of drinking water to meet the needs of current customers and for generations to come. This project requires construction of a new raw water tunnel and a new raw water pump station at the water treatment plant. Next is the Reedy Creek Sewer Trunk Line Project. Years in the making with behind-the-scenes planning and property acquisition, this project makes good on a Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation order issued more than a decade ago for Kingsport to make certain corrective actions with its wastewater treatment process. Those actions include an upgrade to the sewer plan along with the replacement of the Reedy Creek trunk line. The Indian Trail Drive extension allows for an alternate route to avoid the city's busiest intersection while improving traffic flow. Additionally, it would accommodate redevelopment opportunities along the route. The Colonial Heights Phase 2, 3, and 4 include waterline upgrades, installation of fire hydrants, sewer upgrades, and street lighting as part of a plan of services agreement that is typical when an area is newly annexed into a city. Colonial Heights is anticipating completion of all upgrades by 2017. The year 2017 also marks the City of Kingsport's centennial. The Kingsport Community Foundation is collaborating with the City of Kingsport Centennial Commission to accomplish the Centennial Park Project, to provide a unique destination and link to downtown Kingsport that commemorates the community's past, present, and future. For more information, copies of the budget and the capital improvement plan are available for public inspection at the Kingsport Public Library in the offices of the City Manager and City Recorder. You may also find the budget and capital improvement plan online at www.kingsporttn.gov.
Kingsport City Schools provide educational opportunities from pre-K to high school students and offers special education, homebound education, and physical and occupational therapy. The school system serves 7,300 students and employs 515 teachers and administrators, as well as over 1,200 professional and classified employees. For fiscal year 15, the school system spent $10,400 per pupil as compared to $9,123 per pupil for the state of Tennessee. Kingsport City Schools achieved a 95.5% graduation rate as compared to an 88.5% graduation rate for the state of Tennessee. Dobyns-Bennett High School was once again named one of the top high schools in the country by Newsweek magazine. All indicators suggest FY16 will be a positive year for the city of Kingsport. The local economy is stable and growing. While Eastman remains the primary employer for the city, the number of businesses and industries operating in the city is growing. The metropolitan statistical area, including Kingsport and Bristol, rounds out the top 5 U.S. metropolitan export areas in the country in terms of export growth in June 2015. Employment opportunities and excellent quality of life attributes are bringing new residents to Kingsport. Kingsport City Schools continue to be listed as a top school system in the state and is recognized nationally. Elected officials and public servants continue to strive to make Kingsport the best city possible.